Welcome back to the PowMr channel. If the lead-acid battery you're using is not an AGM battery and not a fluid lead-acid battery, you need to set battery parameters manually on a POW-HVM6.2M-48V-N solar inverter. In this example, we will use a real GEL battery datasheet to demonstrate how to set inverter correctly. First, go to Setting 5, Battery Type and select USE. This is required before you can customize any charging parameters. Next, set the charging voltages. Setting 26-volt charging voltage. According to the datasheet, the cycle charging voltage of the GEL battery is 2.45 volts per cell. For a 48-volt GEL battery, which means it's a 20-volt cell's battery, this corresponds to 57.6 to 58.8 volt. To ensure stable long-term operation in a solar system, it is recommended to set the bulk charging voltage to 57.6 volt. Setting 27 float charging voltage. The datasheet specifies a float charging voltage of 2.275 volts per cell. For a 48-volt battery, this equals approximately 54.6 volts, which is suitable for long-term float charging. Set the float charging voltage to 54.4 to 54.8 volts. Setting 29, low DC cutoff voltage. The datasheet lists a discharge termination voltage of 1.7 to 1.95 volts per cell, which equals 40.8 to 46.8 volts for a 48-volt GEL battery. However, this value represents the deep discharge limit. To protect the battery and extend its service life, it is recommended to set a low DC cutoff voltage slightly higher, at 44 to 44.8 volts. Then set a charging current limit. In Setting 2, configure the maximum PV and utility charging current. The datasheet specifies a maximum charging current of 0.25 C, which means 0.25 times the battery capacity. For a 200 amp-hour battery, this equals 50 amperes. Finally, in Setting 11, make sure the maximum utility charging current does not exceed 50 amperes. The exact value depends on how much grid power you want to use. That's it, your GEL battery is now safely and correctly configured.